Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is narration change. At first, we should know about the narration. Narration means what? When we narrate something, when we describe something. So when we narrate something, that is called narration. So narration change is divided into two parts. That is, one is direct speech and the other is indirect speech. So let we know about what is direct speech and what is indirect speech. Suppose I am telling you A, B are two friends, and they suppose A is narrating some story or some incident to his friend B. After their conversation, suppose B is again telling the same incident, narrating the same incident to friend C. So when B friend is narrating the same incident to C, he or B, C means B can repeating the incident in two ways. What are the two ways? It may be repeated directly, means without any change. Without any change, with some change or with some change. So when there won't be any change, means exact speech is repeated, that is direct speech. And when there are some change, that is indirect speech. So when we are repeating the exact speech, it is called direct speech. When we reporting something, that is indirect speech. Means indirect speech means we repeat the speech but not exactly, with some change according to ourselves. So the question is, how can we understand that which sentence is direct speech and which sentence is indirect speech? Always keep in mind, direct speech always kept in the quote mark or double inverted comma. Here should be written the direct speech, and in indirect speech there will be no such quote mark. I am giving an example. Suppose he says, I am okay, I am ready. In this sentence we can say I have used the double quote or comma, so that's why it is the example of direct speech. But the same sentence, he says that he is ready, it is the example of indirect speech, because here I haven't used the double quote mark. The meaning is same, but only the way of writing is different. So that's why in which sentence there is the quote mark, it is called direct speech, and where there will be no quote mark, it is called indirect speech. Let you know about the various parts of direct speech. A direct speech is divided into two parts. One is reporting speech and the other is reported speech. And reporting speech again divided into speaker, means who is speaking the sentence, reporting part, listener. And the reported speech, in a sentence there is subject, there is verb and there is object. So the verb of the reported speech is called reported verb, and the verb of the reporting speech is called reporting verb. And the subject of the reporting speech is called as the speaker, and the object of the reporting speech is called as the listener. Here I am giving an example. Look at the sentence. The man said to me, he gave a pen. In this sentence, I have used the quote mark, double inverted comma. That's why it is an example of direct speech. and I have defined that the man is the subject of the reporting speech. The man said to me. It is total reporting speech. It is total reporting speech. So in reporting speech, the man is the speaker. Said to. It is total reporting verb because it is the verb of the reporting speech, and me is the listener because to me the man is speaking something. That's why me is the listener. And let's go to the reported speech. Here he is the subject of the reported speech and gave. It is the verb of the reported speech. That's why it is called reported verb, and Apen is the object. So it is clear. We have to know very carefully who is speaker of the sentence, who is listener, which is the reporting verb, and which is the reported verb. Next thing, how we can change a direct speech into indirect speech. How we can change? So the first rule is in indirect speech there will be no quote mark. So at first the rule is we have to replace the quote mark, comma and quote mark, comma and the quote by the word that. So in this sentence you can see I have used here the comma and quote mark. So in indirect speech the comma and the quote mark must be replaced by the word that. Next thing, the speaker and the tense of the reporting speech, the tense of the reporting speech remain unchanged. Means the speaker will not be changed and the tense of the reporting verb remain unchanged. Next thing, if there is said to in indirect speech, said to change into told, say to change into tell, says to change into tells. So these are the three basic points when we change a direct speech into indirect speech. I am giving an example, you can understand easily. Suppose there is, the father says, I give a pen. So here it is, I have used the quote mark, so it is in direct speech. So when I make it indirect speech, father says that. I have used the new word that because I have to replace the comma and the quote. So these are replaced by the word that. So that he gives a pen. So it is here in this sentence, second sentence, I have not used the quote mark. So that's why it is the example of indirect speech and it is the example of direct speech. Now come to the point, how can we change the tense of the reported verb? The tense of the reported verb change according to the tense of reporting verb. The tense of the reported verb will be changed according to the tense of the reporting verb. So first rule, if the reporting verb is in present tense. Is in present tense. In indirect speech,